Hello, Grace Point. Are you ready for the curfew to be lifted? I sure am. I think one of the hardest things for Kelly and I is this distance that we have to keep with our kids. 3 of our grown kids are here living in town, and our daughter Abby and her husband are moving here on April 1st. And it's been so hard to keep our distance from them. What's really hard is our grandson, Andy. He just turned 1 year old about a month ago, and we so desperately want to hold him and give him kisses and to be with him, but we can't right now. We're keeping our distance, and it's the right thing to do, but it's a hard thing to do. A little while ago, Nick and Abby, my son and daughter, and Andy, they had left Andy's stroller at our house. And so they came with their minivan, and they pulled up into the driveway, and we went out into the driveway, and we stood about 15 feet away while Nick got out, and he put the stroller in the trunk. And the side door was open, and little Andy in his car seat could look over and see us. And I so bad wanted to just pick him up and give him buzzers on the neck that always makes him giggle, but we couldn't do it. And then when Andy reached out for us from his car seat, it just made it doubly hard. Can't wait till we can hold him again. I was thinking about that when I read this passage out of Luke 5. It's a story of a leper who, just by his disease, is very familiar with social distancing. He wasn't allowed to be anywhere near anybody else, and everybody was afraid they would get his virus if he came within 6 feet. So he always had to keep his distance. One day Jesus was coming through town, and he saw Jesus, and he fell down on his knees, the text says, and he began to cry out to him. And then something very unexpected happened. It says that Jesus reached out and touched the leper. I've probably read that passage 100 times, if not 1,000 times, but I've never experienced it from the perspective of having social distancing myself. Here's the thing. You might be missing those that you love so desperately, your parents, your kids, if they're grown, that you can't reach out and touch them. But Jesus is in such a position now that he is closer than you realize. And he has the ability that when you close your eyes, you can hear him, you can feel him reaching out and touching you. You can imagine his embrace around you and calming your fears, telling you it's going to be okay. I hope you experience it that way today. See you soon.